Good morning, guys. I have woken up to the most beautiful view. This is now my second coffee, and for my first, I just sat on that ledge and looked out at all the boats going by, the morning commute, people exercising. There's so much happening in the mornings here and I absolutely love it. So I had such a lovely sleep last night. I went to bed quite early, about 7 p.m, because I was just so tired. I did plan to vlog a little more yesterday, but I was just so busy, and then when I did turn the camera on and I wanted to catch up with you all, I wasn't finding my words, and I just thought, you know what, let's wake up in the morning, start afresh, and I can bring you along for the day with me. So I don't fly out until 7 p.m. tonight, so yeah, I've literally got all day in Sydney to hang out. So I'm thinking I want to go for a run this morning. I then probably will head for a bite to eat. Starbucks does have pumpkin spice lattes at the moment, and I believe they do an iced one. So I think after my run, I'll go there and get one of those. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm now just going to sip on my morning coffee, get a little bit of energy. There is some fruit in the fridge, so I might have a little bit of fruit. So that way I've got some kind of energy before my morning run. So that's my run complete. I did 5k, that was enough for me. I haven't been running much lately, maybe once a week. I am trying to get back into it just because of my Ross River. My doctor recommended not to do more than 3k, but you know, it's hanging around for so long that I can't just stop doing exercise because it makes me feel so good. So anyway, it was a really nice run. I honestly forgot that I was running because of all the scenery around here. We've got the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, and then around the corner you've got all the big Navy ships. So yeah, just so many beautiful spots, not to mention the Royal Botanical Gardens. I've just found the cutest little spot with a seat tucked away in here, which I'm so glad about because I do not like filming in public. And there's so many nice little tucked away seats in here. So if I was here a little bit longer, I'd probably bring my Kindle down, have a bit of a read. Okay, there's a little bit of roadworks going on around the corner. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but I'm now just going to walk back to my hotel. I'm about 1 kilometre away, so that'll be good. I can actually cool down. My face is so red, and I'll probably pick up a coffee on the way back. Back in the room, all showered, finally cooled down, and I'm sipping on an iced pumpkin spice latte. Guys, I think I prefer this to the hot one because it's not as sweet. There's just a touch of pumpkin spice in there and it is absolutely delicious. So I'll be sipping on this whilst I get ready for today. So I've got about 2 hours before I have to check out. I'm just going to chill in here for as long as possible because once I'm out of this room and I've checked out, I've got to stay out until I head to the airport, which is about 6:30 tonight. Let's get ready for the day. I also asked you guys on my Instagram if you had any questions for me. I did plan to answer them whilst, you know, chilling last night, sipping on my wine and having room service. But to be honest, guys, I was so tired. I was feeling a little bit anxious, so I just wasn't up to it. So I just had my dinner, watched some TV. I ordered the barramundi and it was delicious. So where do you see your channel in 5 years? Oh, that's a big question. I think I see my channel very similar to what it is now, creating similar content, so vlogs, sustainable fashion, and, you know, organization, because I don't see myself, even if I do my side hustles as a full-time job, I don't see myself just doing YouTube. I'm really loving my Etsy store, Orderly, and I have a lot of plans for it. I would love to create my own website and move away from, as much as I love Etsy, I'll probably have it on both actually. I feel like it might just look a little more professional if I have my own website. So that's something I'm currently working on. And then I also have some new products coming. Hopefully, I know that a couple of them will be here before Christmas, but one, we just keep going back and forth, and I just really hope it's here before then. Oh, Ryan's just calling me. Back to the question. So yeah, in 5 years time, I'm hoping, because right now I have a full-time corporate job and then I do YouTube and Etsy on the side. I think my dream would be to do 50% YouTube, 50% my Orderly store, and that be my full-time thing. That is the goal. I feel like anyone who has a side hustle their dream is to do it at some point full-time. It will be difficult when I decide to have children, which is in the next couple of years. It might slow things down a bit, but yeah, that is the ultimate goal, and I really hope that I reach it in the next 5 years time. So the next one is, have you noticed some of the Japanese eBay sellers are moving away from auctions? To be honest, I haven't been buying many vintage items for the past probably 6 months, and that is because I had the wedding and honeymoon and just a lot of stuff going on. I didn't really have the disposable income to be buying vintage designer pieces. So it's not something I've noticed, but I'm not surprised at all. I actually have been almost waiting for that to happen, just because as these stores gain more popularity and more people are opting for pre-loved items, I think obviously when they're doing auctions, some of their stuff is going for such a great price and we can pick up such a bargain, but I just knew that they're not going to do that forever, especially if they can have a set price and they know that people are willing to pay it. Next one is, if you had to wear a t-shirt with your most used phrase, what would your t-shirt read? I love that question. So interesting. As much as I hate to admit it, I think what I say a lot is I'm so busy. I do feel busy and I am busy, but it's not something that I should always be saying. I feel like it's a little bit of a cop-out when I haven't hung out with friends enough, family enough, haven't put that time in. I always just say, oh, I'm just so busy. And it's now been a few years. I mean, even longer actually, because I was working full-time and studying before this whole YouTube thing. So I always just say, oh, I've just been so busy, life's busy, and it's a bad habit of mine. So I would say that that's my most used phrase, and it's something that I'm trying to change. I'm trying to slow my life down, think about what is important, and prioritize a little bit more. So in terms of the moisturizer I'm going in with, it is the Quarterly, I believe this is just their daily gel moisturizer, and I went for the one for mixed combination skin because I have quite oily skin. So I've just got a pea size of that. Just gonna rub it in. Oh, this is such, I love the scent of all the Quarterly products. They smell so fresh. They've got like a florally scent to them, which is quite nice. So thank you to the person that asked that question. Let us know in the comments below what your most used phrase is. I'd be very interested to know. The next question is, tell us about your favorite jewelry pieces. So I'm actually going to be filming an everyday jewelry collection video because it is so highly requested, and I definitely have some jewelry pieces that I wear every single day and don't take off, like the ones I have on now. I didn't even pack for this trip. I just left the house with what I was already wearing. So of course I've got my wedding band, engagement ring, and then this little stacker on top is one from Linya. Let me just turn it around so you can see it, and it's got little emerald cut diamonds there, which are really beautiful. I really love having 3 rings. I feel like having an odd number looks really nice. So those are every day, don't take them off. My new watch, loving this watch, guys. Every single time I look down at it, I get this rush of happiness. It is just so special. It looks so nice. It's so shiny, and it's definitely a new everyday piece. As for the rings on my other hand, these I change up with other pieces, but at the moment I've got a little Linya stacker here. So we've got the bezel solitaire diamond and then a little row of diamonds here, and then this ring is actually a signet ring that I got when I was for my 9th birthday, and I recently had it resized so I could still wear it, and it's beautiful. And then I have my gold bangle. I get so many questions on this and where it's from. It's just from a local jeweler. So when my sister and I graduated uni, mum and dad bought us one of these, and I do not take it off. It's very comfortable. It's in an oval shape, so it just sits really nicely on the wrist. And I think your best bet when it comes to purchasing a solid gold bangle, yeah, just head to your local jeweler. Prouds, they often do, I know that they they do gold solid bangles, and they often have huge sales around this time of year as well. So if you're interested in one of these, I'll see if I can link some below if I come across any. Okay, next thing I'm applying is some SPF. We've got the La Roche-Posay SPF. I'm back to this one just because it's not greasy at all. I do have the quarterly one at home, and I wouldn't say it's greasy, but this is quite matte, and I'm almost out of this. I'll definitely be purchasing it again. Okay, let's move on to the next question. How is Etsy going? Etsy is going really well. I don't, as you guys have probably noticed, because I do have an orderly Instagram, I don't promote it much. I'll mention it in a couple of my videos here and there, but other than that, I think a lot of the sales come from my audience, and if ever they see me posting a photo of my bag with an organizer in it, that's when it will generate some sales. So it's just a nice little thing to have in the background. It's also really nice to have another project that's generating some kind of income, but it's not to do with social media or YouTube. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and it is just the beginning. I have so many ideas for Orderly. It's just a time thing and me trying to work out what are the next products, what are people actually going to use and like. So yeah, I definitely want to focus on that more in the years to come. Right now it's kind of just been sitting on the back burner, but I actually said to myself recently, I want to focus on it more and prioritize it a little bit more. Next one is any vintage bags on your radar. So the next, hang on, let me just put this on so I can actually start rubbing it in. I'm using the viewfinder as my mirror right now. So I just put a little bit on the spots where the sun really hits, and then I'll rub it in from there. So in terms of vintage bags on my radar, sorry I keep looking to the side, it's because I've got the view out there of the opera house and all the boats, and I can't stop looking. I'm looking at the Celine PVC tote. It's exactly like the Goyard tote. I think I've mentioned it in one of my videos before Europe, and I'm still loving it. So I've got my eye out. I did come across a red one, which was really beautiful. I just need to pull the trigger on it, and I'm just kind of waiting to have the money spare to actually purchase it. So yeah, that is the next vintage bag on my radar. Moving on to the next question. Sorry, so random. Why is the zipper on your Longchamp not gold? Love your content. That is referring to the story that I put up on my Instagram of me walking with my Longchamp travel bag. The Longchamp travel bag has a gunmetal zip, so I'm sure she probably thought that I was actually using my Longchamp regular tote and was wondering why it's a different color. But yeah, no, it was definitely my travel bag that I was using yesterday. Next one is, if you could only carry one bag from your collection for the rest of your life, which one are you choosing? Wow, one? I always feel like I could probably narrow it down to three, but one, I'm going to have to go one of the Longchamp totes, because that to me is the most versatile. I mean, it wouldn't be great if I was heading out to dinner or something and I just wanted a smaller bag, but that Longchamp tote is the one that I reach for most, mainly because of work. And I do think that when I become a mum one day, it'll be a great nappy bag. So just right now in my life, I feel like I couldn't live without that one. Will you get Remy a playmate? I need to focus on getting ready as well at the same time, because I've noticed that I'm just talking to you guys, I'm not actually getting ready. So I'm just going to go with a bit of concealer on my spots today. I'm not going to bother using actual foundation. I brought my Chanel one, which I used yesterday, but yeah, I just want something really chill today. In terms of getting another dog, probably not. Ryan and I have always seen ourselves as a one dog owner, purely because we see ourselves having kids. So if we weren't going to have kids, we'd definitely get another dog. We probably already would have had one by now. But yeah, because we do want to have children, I think it'll just be a little bit too much to get another dog, and one will just be perfect. I'm so excited for the moment that we have a baby and introduce them to Remy, because Remy is so good with Valley. Like, she's so gentle. Valley's constantly laughing at Remy. It's the cutest thing. And I just know that when we have our own children, she's going to be their best friend. So yeah, at the moment, just staying with one dog. And I say at the moment, I honestly don't, I don't see us ever having two dogs at one time. The next question is, do you think you can quit your 9 to 5 and do YouTube full time soon? So to be honest, I'm at the point now where if I was to quit my full-time job and put more energy and time into YouTube, I could definitely make it a full-time thing, I think. I would take on more collaborations, I would do more brand outreach, and there's so many things that I could do if I actually put in the time, more time and effort. Whereas at the moment, I kind of sit back, I wait for brands to come to me. I don't charge probably what I should be charging. It's nice to break things up a little bit as well and not have this as my sole thing, because I feel like my focus is more of, I'm thinking of more of this as a hobby rather than trying to make money. And the other thing is I'm coming up to long service leave with my job. So to leave now, I would be losing out on a lot of great benefits that I have worked so hard to kind of get. Next question, do you plan on doing a Christmas gift guide this year? Yes, I do. So I want to have that ready for you guys before the Black Friday sales, and I'm going to be doing similar to last time where I have a range of gifts under $50, maybe under $100, and then under $500. Now I'm just going in with my Hourglass bronzer. I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit, contour it slightly so it looks like I've got some kind of dimension, and then I might put a little bit of this on my eyelids. I don't know if I'll bother with mascara today. I'm really trying to go for that natural look, especially because once I leave the room and I check out, I won't be home until about 8:30 p.m. tonight. So if I have makeup on, I'll just feel a little bit gross. So less is more today. Then I've got this Chanel lip and cheek tint. I'm really enjoying this. What I'll do is just get a little bit on my finger and start to blend it out on the apples of my cheeks. Why does this lighting keep changing? And then after this coffee, I'll brush my teeth again and I will put a little bit of this on my lips as well, just to, you know, blend it all together. So really loving this. It is a little bit sticky, but it dries down. I don't find that I need to set it in any way. Do I want to do anything else? Maybe I should just put the littlest bit of mascara on. I'm really enjoying this Chanel one. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try and make it last as long as possible because it was not cheap. That's that, and I'm just going to end on one more question. Let's see what we've got. Okay, how is married life going? Married life is great. It's no different to what it was before, which is a good thing because, yeah, we decided to get married because we love each other. He's my best friend. We love hanging out with each other. We love living together. We're excited for our life and what's to come. So the fact that we're now, you know, married, had our honeymoon, and life has just settled back into its regular routine, yeah, we're really happy. And I just feel so grateful and fortunate that I have met my life partner, because I know that when you're single, sometimes the longer it goes on that you haven't found that person, you start to think about, is there something wrong with me? Am I doing something wrong in the relationship? And people can just work so hard on trying to find themselves and trying to better themselves that it's tiring, when realistically I do think it just comes down to timing and a little bit of luck as well. So if you are single and you haven't met your person yet, stop beating yourself up about it, because 9 times out of 10 there's probably nothing wrong with you, and the universe, it's just not the right time yet. So just trust in the process, because when you do hold out and wait for that person, it's going to be great and it's going to be so worth it. So that ended on a little bit of a deep note. Apologies for that. But yeah, married life is going great. So that is me done for the day. My hair, I'm just going to leave it. I didn't bring any dry shampoo. If I was at home, I'd probably spruce it up a little bit with that. I have about an hour before I have to check out. So I'm just gonna pot around, get all my stuff together. And like I said, I'm going to chill in here, have my coffee. I might do a little bit of a doom scroll on Instagram, and then we can head out for the day. And just like that, I am back home. I did attempt to film an outro whilst I was in Sydney, but I was out in public. So even though I was sat in a little park under a tree, it was still so loud. So I ended up just deleting the footage and thought I would film my outro here because there are some things that I want to share with you. I've got a little bit of a haul. I bought some things in Sydney, plus I wanted to share with you what I bought with my birthday money because I realized I shared it on Instagram, but I haven't told my YouTube fam yet what I ended up getting. So let's start off with the things that I bought whilst I was in Sydney. I mentioned in my Get Ready With Me that I was almost out of the Laura Mercier setting powder. So I did decide to go into Mecca and try out a few of the ones that they had because I was keen on trying like a compact powder. So I went for the Hourglass, what is it called? Vanish Airbrushed Press Powder. And I went for the color translucent. That way it doesn't matter if I'm tan or anything, this color will always suit me. So you've got the beautiful Hourglass case, and then inside is the translucent powder. So let me just get a little bit. As you rub it in, it completely goes clear, and it's just a really nice soft consistency. It did come with one of these little sponges, which I've been keen to try out because I was watching one of Rach Leary's makeup tutorials and she used it to set under her eyes and it just looked flawless. So I'm going to try that out. I'll let you know how it goes. So I purchased that, and as I was buying that, they also gave me a couple of like a beauty loop box, and in there were a couple of really small samples, but they also had some big ones. So this is a leave-in hair conditioner, and then also one of the Sol de Janeiro body sprays. This size is so good. I've actually received the pink one in one of the beauty loop boxes, and it's so great for your handbag. So I got those. Then after that, I went into Maya and I saw that Mimco were having 30% off. And Mimco is one of those brands that it kind of was one of those brands that kickstarted my love for leather goods, so wallets, bags, and all of that. And when I was in high school, receiving Mimco for your birthday or for Christmas was like a big deal. So I had a look at what they've got, and I saw these small little pouches. It's actually one of their coin purses, but bank cards fit in here really well. So on one side you've got the zebra pattern, and then on the back you've just got plain black leather, plus you've got gold hardware with this little chain. So it can be used as a bag charm, which I thought would be really cute. And yeah, I'm just absolutely loving this. I'm already using it. I've got all my bank cards in there. And then also if I have any coinage or cash, I can put it in there as well. So I will link this below because I think they might still be having their 30% off sale. So this came down to, I got it for $31 because I also had a Maya $10 voucher. So it must have been $40 that it came down to, which is really good because it's such great quality. The next stop was Lush. So I bought myself a bath bomb, like a magnesium one, which I've already used. It's currently Sunday today. I had a bath during the day. It was absolutely beautiful, and I got home Friday night. And I also bought Ryan this little pack of 3 bath bombs, and apparently they have a cooling effect. So they looked really nice. They smell amazing. They're a peppermint and eucalyptus kind of scent. So he was really happy with those. Then what I purchased with my birthday money. So on my actual birthday, Ryan and I went to the Plaza, which is like our big shopping center, because he gave me a voucher for Lululemon. So we went there. I tried on some stuff and I got myself some new activewear. And then I also had some birthday money from my parents. So, and then plus just some birthday money from other parts. So I ended up accumulating all, and I had about $500 to spend. So I was this close to just spending it on clothes, shoes, and just stuff. And there was so many sales, and I thought, wow, I'm really going to go all out and go shopping here. Then I remembered how badly I wanted to upgrade my watch. So my Rosefield watch, so beautiful, I rave about it, but I have had it for about 6 to 7 years now, and it's starting to show some wear because it is just a dress watch. And I really wanted something that was waterproof, that I could wear in the shower and just leave on with my everyday jewelry. So we went into the jeweler and they had a sale on all of their watches. So I tried a few on from Seiko because that's the ones that I had been looking at online. So I tried some of those on, and then Ryan pointed out this brand, Tissot or Tissot. And there was one that stood out to me straight away, and it was this one. I'll just take it off so I can show you. It is absolutely gorgeous and exactly the style I was looking for. I wanted something two-tone, so that way if my style changes and I wear silver jewelry or gold, I can always wear this. It is stainless steel. The gold is actual gold plating. The face on it is like a sapphire crystal. It's just really good quality materials, and it also has the date on there as well. So just everything about it I loved. It's 30 meters waterproof, so I can wear it in the shower, and it's just going to be one of those things that I never take off, and I'm obsessed with it. So it came down in the sale to $480 and I had $500 to spend, so it was just meant to be, and I'm so glad that I ended up pooling all my money and just purchasing one really special item for my 29th birthday. So really happy with that. And then a few days later I did buy some new sunglasses. So these are the Le Specs ones. I wore them a lot whilst I was in Sydney, and I was watching a girl on YouTube talk about her top, I think it was 10 accessories that she loves, and she had these and I really love the look of them. They're more of a 90s vibe. So I ended up purchasing them. They were on sale for $50. They're the tortoiseshell, and I just think they're really nice, and because they're really small and lightweight, I thought I could wear these dog walking, and they're just going to be a really great all-rounder. So super happy with those. Again, I will link all of this stuff below. So that's everything I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the Sydney vlog. I had such a lovely time. I'm so proud of myself for going solo, because I know for some people it's no big deal, but I haven't done that for years. So it was a little bit scary in the beginning, but it was such a slow pace. Even though I was only there for one night, it felt like I was there for a couple of nights because I had no one else to talk to, which was a really nice change. So I hope you guys had a lovely week, and I hope you had a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.